Well, time to bring in the theory of evolution into MLP. So, the first thing I want to get out of the way is the fact that the ponies in MLP are of a completely different species from real-world horses.
Well, duh.
Now, this may seem obvious, what with the whole magical talking ponies bit, yet I've seen many others attempt to apply real-world horse traits to MLP, the most common being the horse's life cycle. This method of determining the characters' ages was proven incorrect in the 4th season episode For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls.
I remember this. This is my 5th birthday party.
According to real-world horse logic, Sweetie Belle would be considered a mare. In other words, an adult. Clearly, the magical talking ponies don't age the same way as real horses. Not only that, but some of their anatomy is different too. Leaving unicorns and pegasi aside, these ponies also have prehensile tails, human-like skin, and dexterous hooves. Those hooves, by the way, let them do a lot of things real-world ponies can't, like climb mountains. So where am I going with this? In the Season 5 episode Scaremaster, we see Granny Smith wearing what appears to be a real-world horse mask. Well, what if that's proof that such horses exist within this universe? Non-sentient horses running around in the wild grasslands of Equestria somewhere. The only way that would make sense would be if the magical ponies are of a completely different species from the horses. Kind of like the relationship between humans and chimpanzees. Or the relationship between the Diamond Dogs and Applejack's pet dog, Winona. Just like how chimpanzees and bonobos are humans' closest relatives, so too are horses the magical ponies' distant cousins, which means that the magical ponies probably need their own scientific name.
I'm observing Pinkie Pie. Scientific name? Pinkius piacus.
The way the scientific name works is that you start with the genus followed by the species and subspecies. For example, humans fall under the genus Homo, while both species and subspecies use the word sapien. In other words, Homo sapien sapien. The scientific name for horses, on the other hand, is Equus ferus cabalus. There's also the Equus ferus ferus, or the wild horse, which is of the same species, but of a different subspecies. Ponies, by the way, are also Equus ferus cabalus. They're just really short horses, kind of like the dwarves of horsekind. The Equus part of the name, incidentally, refers to a genus that includes certain other species, such as the zebras and donkeys. Since mules exist in MLP, we'll have to assume that ponies and donkeys at least share the same genus. Why don't we take it one step further and say that in this universe, they're also of the same species? If I had to give these ponies a scientific name, it would probably be something along the lines of Equus sapien? Sapien, after all, means be capable of discerning, which was why humans got that as a part of their name to begin with. We can then divide up the 3 pony races as different subspecies. They're the same species, but not the same subspecies, like wolves and dogs. For Earth ponies, they'd be called Equus sapien terra. Pegasi would be Equus sapien alatus. Unicorns would be Equus sapien cornutus. So, to make a long theory short, the Equus sapien and the Equus ferus shared a common ancestor millions of years ago, but they split into 2 separate, distinct species. The Equus ferus are still out there running around in the wild, while the Equus sapien developed pony civilization with different groups branching off into different subspecies. And who knows, maybe certain other sentient species have their own non-sentient counterpart, like the cows, for example.
Oh my!
It would certainly make this little scene a little less awkward. So, what do you think? Could there really be non-sentient horses running around Equestria? Are the magical talking ponies a completely different species from real-world ponies? Leave your comments below and let me know. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're at it.